to the upper 80 before the rains. Cooler temperatures coming down for the weekend. Lower humidity Saturday and Sunday will be enjoyed with plenty of sunshine each day. Middle 80s Saturday and upper 80s under still sunshine on Sunday. Ralph Sanji, WGSO. Murphy's Mandeville Gun and Knife Show with over 250 tables, knives, guns, and ammo. Saturday, June 7th, Sunday, June 8th. Adults $10, ages 11 to 15, $5. 10 and under get in free for both days. $2 discount for military and police at Murphy's Mandeville Gun and Knife Show. Saturday, June 7th, Sunday, June 8th. $2 discount for military and police at Murphy's Mandeville Gun and Knife Show at the Castine Center, Mandeville.
The views expressed on Only Good Vibes News Network are solely those of its hosts and guests. They in no way reflect the views of WGSO AM 990.
Good people, good music, good food, good art, good energy, good information, good medicine, good time, good vibes, good news. Welcome to New Orleans' Only Good Vibes News Network.
When it's dark, look on the bright side. When it rains, wait on the sunshine. Everybody likes getting them good vibes, 'cause everybody's got a heart on the inside. We can take all the hard lessons, add little loving and turn them into blessings. Don't complicate it, keep it simple, just work hard, be nice to people.
Yeah, you right.
Work
Just
hard.
work hard and be nice to people. Man, we've been
That's
working
the key.
hard. We're back here live in the studio today.
Yes, sir.
Could you give me a little bit more in the headphones?
Can I get a little bit more too?
Yeah, we're a little headphone light on today's mix. Welcome to the Only Good Vibes News Network here live
sir.
on 990 AM WGSO Radio, New
Copy that.
Orleans.
Yes,
You are
sir.
tuned to America's only good news network broadcast show. You can watch it on the YouTube.
Yes,
You
you
can
can
hear it on
watch
the
on
radio.
the radio. You can look us on the internet.
You can hit it on the podcast.
And you can do that at WGSO 990 AM. If you want to call us up, the number is 556-9696.
We're going to talk about what you want to talk about today.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about all kinds of things. Just Whistle and I today. No guest. We'll just call this freeform conversational.
Guest free, Kobe.
Only good vibe.
We are
Guest
guest
free with
free.
Kobe.
Yes, that's a good name for the show, Jay.
Today's
Today's show is Guest Free with Kobe. So call us up if you will. And also, this show would not be here if it wasn't for the wonderful people on the West Bank.
NOLA Motorsports Park, baby. Our buddies over there, they have the coolest facility in the
Yes.
region. Let me tell you what, they have a race car track. They have a go-kart track. They have a miniature golf facility. I'm calling it a facility because it's not like putting through windows and stuff. This is like a golf course that you play with a putter. It is cool.
And if you want to
And,
go, it's
an axe throwing, live arcade, simulated race car driving, and you know how you do all that good stuff. All kinds of good stuff. Check out NOLA Motorsports.
I'm so happy you didn't bring up the race.
No, man, that's old news now. Soul
Okay,
Saint done
good.
been on
Good,
here
good,
and
good,
gloated.
Kobe, I still feel a little staticky in this mic. I don't know what's up, but check.
Hey,
check,
do you have
hello.
any Zen cards for us today?
I do, man. I have some
Oh,
Zen
you know
cards.
we like to get it
I want to let
started
folks
right.
know also that they can go over to. There we go. I'm back. I think. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. La, 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 la. So yeah, you can go over to 11075 Nicole Boulevard to go over there to NOLA Motorsports Park. Check those guys out. They are awesome. So yeah, Jay, we like to start our vibe off every single day, and what we do is we set the vibe. We get a vibe check. I like to call it
Vibe check with the Zen cards. Let's
we
hit
get a
it.
vibe check, and the vibe check is a way to just start our show. That's all it is. So the first card is right thought, and right thought is what are you? You are what you think. Think it today and become it tomorrow. Nothing can help you or hurt you as much as your own thoughts you carry in your head. So I tried a new thing, Jamie. Instead of like bringing the cards, I took a picture of them.
Perfect, yeah.
Yeah, but unless I can barely see it without glasses.
Well, you might just have to try to bring those
Yeah.
physical cards, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Zoom
right
in,
thought.
zoom in.
Yeah, so look, let's take that. So right thought. You are what you think. Think it today, become it tomorrow. Nothing can help you or hurt you as much as your own thoughts you carry in your head. Those thoughts live in your subconscious. And the next one is oddly enough,
What's that? What do we got today?
right action. So it's
Right thought,
right
right
action.
at. Hey, they kind of a little pair right there.
I like that too. So it says, strive to always do what's right, not in the eyes of others, but in your own heart. Others' thoughts are transitory. One moment they will love you, the next they will not. Act on what is right in your own heart, and there will be victory. Victory. We were just talking about that earlier, right? I was just saying that, I was just talking about a situation that I had today.
Yeah, about how you were faced with some adversity,
Yeah.
and instead of letting it get you down, you let it get you up.
Yeah, it got me up, man. It got me up. It got my team up, and Will, if you listening, man, it brought us closer together, and we had some things not go our way, and we could all sit around and point blame and do that stuff, but we chose not to. We chose to look at the positive things on it and say life is either a lesson, Jay, or it is a blessing.
Well, sometimes it takes a lot of time to come to that about events in one's own life. So just positive thought exercises that we do over here at the Only Good Vibes Music Network are really good to being able to apply that in the moment, because that's when it's the most challenging to use that right thought, to go back to our Zen card.
So, and I like what you said, because I often tell people the same thing. So I like exercising, so when you're going to go and run a marathon or whatever, you train for it, right? Like you go and you get I'm going to start doing a mile. I'm doing it 5 miles.
Right now I'm up to 10 miles.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're 23 miles. Bang,
You're
running a minute.
working out, you're doing it. So when it comes to thinking positive, it's the same exact way. You have to exercise those thoughts and exercise those processes in a real, like, on a job training type situation, where it's really difficult. It could be perceived like, man, I have a flat tire and I'm late for work. Like, how am I going to think about this positive? The first thing I think of is maybe this flat tire is saving you from some disaster that might be ahead.
That's right.
Exercise,
timing is everything.
Kobe. You gotta flex. You gotta flex that positive thinking, baby. Not everybody's like, man, you crazy. You've been talking about cheering that you had a flat tire. But it could be worse. You could not have a flat tire and got to an accident or something. So, you gotta understand.
You could not have a car.
We are not driving the ship, people. We are only along for the ride. That's it. I feel like we already, Kobe, me, you, and Jamie, we did this. This already happened like 20 years ago. We just finding out about this stuff. Right?
We're just walking through it, right? Going through the pace.
That's it. Yeah. So thinking positive is a very much of an exercise and mental flex, right? And you got.
It's about your perspective on things. You could think positive or negative about any situation. It's kind of up to you to model your world, how you want to see, how you want to feel it.
That is. So what we did was we came up with some things on how we could be better, and we live in there. And and I'm not saying not to be sad when things be disappointed when things happen. It's just a natural, reaction that we have. Like if you hit yourself in the knee, it's a knee-jerk reaction. Same way when things happen that we're not planned, that aren't planned, or we don't want to happen. It's that knee-jerk reaction, but it's about how we are going to become after those things happen. And we don't build a house and live there, but you can be sad. We're not saying don't be sad, guys. We're not saying don't be bummed out because you got a flat tire. We're not saying don't be like, God, we're not saying don't scream. We're saying don't do it all the time. Don't just live there. Don't let the whole day turn into something bad because of that one little spark of negative energy.
I hear that, and I believe that, and that's one of the reasons I'm so glad people tune into our program here on WGSO AM 990 is to get their weekly dose of positive energy.
Your source for positive news in New Orleans. That's a great Jamie radio voice I got.
I like it. You really developed that
along.
over the course of.
So Jamie told me something. He said, "You can't say that you're not a professional person in radio.
You've done over 30 shows and been paid to do it.
Hey,
Your amateur card, man, got hung up, revoked.
It is. Hey man, look, I'm excited about that. I still ask you, but you've been very kind to me. You hadn't done it all the time, but when I ask, you do deliver to help me be better. And
Sometimes there's no, sometimes you just like keep up the good work. Sometimes
See,
there's no coaching.
that's a sign of a leader right there.
Sometimes you don't have to tell the quarterback, hey,
he knows if you
hey, you did it right, bro. You did it right.
There you go. So and it's making me feel more confident, honestly, because if I can fix those things that this seasoned veteran here has done, and it's like going into the NFL, man. I use a lot of the things of my team today about the NFL and sports, because if you talk about the 12th man, us in the Superdome is the 12th man. We're one. Like this team. We're not like 68,000 people at 12 man. It's like we are one cohesive group as the 12
Right.
man.
The
So
12
all
man
we
is
win
like
and lose
one
together.
person, but also everyone.
Yeah, and that's what we are as a team. But we win together, we lose together, man. And so same way with what you and I are talking about. Me trying to be better is you and I together being better. Even if I'm like screw up something or not do it as well as I should have, and listening to you helping me makes us collectively better as a team.
Teamwork makes a dream work. I want to remind everybody out there that if you see somebody and they don't have a smile,
go ahead and give me yours.
That's right. You're listening to the Only Good Vibes News Network right here on AM 990.
Yeah, you're right.
Are you tired of the same old weekend routine, looking for something new and exciting? Then get ready to run your engines at Throttle and Swing, ultimate entertainment destination at Lola Motorsports Park. That's right. We're talking an 8 configuration go-kart track, feeling pro racing. But that's not all. We've also got a brand new 18-hole mini golf course and a state-of-the-art arcade. Delicious craft pizza kitchen and a full bar. Think unique cocktails, gourmet coffee, perfect place to review. Plus, relax in our outdoor lawn area with a playground, live music stage, a huge television for watch parties, and free Wi-Fi too. It's perfect for work or play. And if you're planning a party, Throttle and Swing can handle it. Inside gathering. So, what are you waiting for? Head over to NOLA Motorsports Park on the West Bank and experience the unparalleled excitement of Throttle and Swing. Throttle and Swing at NOLA Motorsports Park. Get your adrenaline pumping. Chocolate lovers rejoice. Scandalous chocolate has arrived in New York with 4 sensational new varieties. That's right. They aren't just chocolates. They're an experience. Premium elegance crafted with the finest ingredients, blending sweet and savory sophistication. We're talking 20 milligrams premium chocolate, sleek and packed, perfect for on-the-go indulgence. Nuts, fruits, caramel, it's a very complete meal. At just $10, it's an affordable luxury. Fair trade, single origin, gluten-free, and vegan. Find Scandalous chocolates at quality dispensaries like Travel Agency and Doc. Scandalous chocolate. When you're in New York, awaken your senses and delight your palate. Without fair, you can take anywhere. Scandalous.
Hey folks, it's Jeff Pruitt. I've been with WGSO for 17 years as host and now president and general manager. WGSO is a community-based radio station, a nonprofit, locally operated. We believe in cultivating local talent and emphasizing local programs. If you have an interest in hosting your own program, then we have some prime spots available for you. Take advantage of this great offer. Email me at jeff@wgso.com or call me at 504-669-6076. Come fulfill your radio dreams at WGSO.
Hi, this is Susan Vertico bringing you a new show, Health Connections, every Wednesday afternoon at 5 p.m. when we explore health from doctors, researchers, scientists, naturopaths, pharmacists, authors, fitness, and more. You'll be able to call in and ask your own health questions. So join me, Susan Vertico, every Wednesday at 5 p.m. right here on WGSO 990 AM with Health Connections.
What's up, my people? This is Derek Smoker Finger. You're listening to the Only Good Vibes News Network with Jamie and Whistle right here on AM 990 New Orleans.
Welcome back to the Only Good Vibes News Network here on WGSO AM 990. It is 4:20 in the PM, and you are tuned to the Only Good Vibes News Network with Whistle and Jay, brought to you by NOLA Motorsports Park
On the wankety.
on the West Bank.
You know, you can throw axes there. You can do all sorts of things. You can.
I want to remind you today's an open conversation show today. You can reach us here 504-556-9696. If you're out there in listener land, join the fun. Call us in. Give us some good vibes to feel over here in the station.
Yeah, not only that, we just say if you guys want to call us and tell us about something either good or what perceived to be difficult or bad, we can help you with that. But if you would like to talk about some things that are just good, let's do that. We'll go ahead and you tell us about what happened, how you turned it around, or if you need us to help you turn it around. Again, Jamie, what's the number here?
The number over here by the station is 504-556-9696. Call now, call now, call now.
Join the show. And I understand that one of our listeners is in Thailand.
Yeah, I think actually not only a listener, but a longtime supporter of the show. I
Yeah,
believe is over
absolutely.
there in Thailand right now, eating very spicy food.
I'm not sure if you can get a radio on and a signal stream in Thailand, but if that would work, why don't you go ahead on and do that? And that person we're talking about is, ladies and gentlemen, no other.
Mr.
Mr.
Everything.
You know what he does, huh?
Everything.
He's an oceanographer.
That's true. He is an oceanographer.
But yeah, we love Andrew. He's a good friend of the show. We really, really, really enjoy hanging out with him. He's
You know,
a really
that's one
swell
thing
guy.
about friends. I want to say one of the best ways to get positivity in your life, generally, is to have some good friends to laugh with and spend some time with. So, if you're out there listening and you remember some good friends that you missed a little bit, maybe just give them a call this afternoon on the phone, connect, share some old memories, share some new memories, and get the good vibe flowing in your life with personal communication.
Awesome. That's a good idea. And I'm going to lean into that a little bit more about energy, because I think that all we are is energy, right?
Yeah.
And we floating around in these bodies. We're not floating, moving around in these bodies in this energy field, right? So if you feel energy or intuition to tell you about someone, or you feel like, man, I really miss, you really call them. Pick up the phone and call them. I guarantee you, because you have that higher power, that higher energy and intuition, when you call that person, it's going to be a lesson or a blessing. And the lesson could be they may be struggling and they may need to hear your voice. So the lesson would be, man, if I feel that again, I'm going to call someone. Or the blessing could be, I have been waiting to talk to you. I got this great news I need to tell you, they may say. So keep that in mind if you feel something about somebody right this moment. We want you to call here and talk to us, but if you feel like that, go ahead and call that person.
I like that. We're rolling over here with the lessons and the blessings.
Hey, life is a lesson, man, or it's a blessing, man. That's all I got to tell you, bro. You see my
Rolling
life?
here with the
It's
lessons.
very
and the blessings.
beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful situation, but guess what? It's just like a rose bush, bro.
I want to talk to you a little bit about your blessings there, Whistle. Tell me something about one of our guests on the first season of the show was Frenchie the Live for
Yes.
and we both had a chance to travel all over the world and assist him in his adventures. You
Bless
just got back. The reason we taped last week is you just got back to the Indianapolis 500, where you were able to do a show over there and have not a show, but rather Frenchie was able to paint over there and we were able to see the show that was
Yes.
pit row, with a massive amount of fans that go there and huge facilities they have there in Indianapolis. What was your big takeaway from that? What did you really love?
I'm not, we can get deeper into it, but one of the biggest things that I felt there was it was a huge bucket list that I didn't even really know that I had. It really was, man. I mean, it was so special on so many levels. Not only the relationship that French and I have developed at Fox Sports. We did the Super Bowl with them. We did Talladega, not the recent Talladega, but we did Talladega 2 years ago. That was another bucket list thing that I didn't realize. It's two different type of cars. I didn't really. I mean, I looked at racing.
different cars.
Yeah, one goes like 140, 150
Stock cars.
stock cars, and then the one that we went to India for was 230.
Those are like Formula One, or there's
No,
like
they're
something
like a
between stock and Formula
Yeah,
One.
exactly. That's from what I understand. And if
Super
you guys
something.
want to call in, some of the gearheads, some people who know the difference, we
Yeah.
will welcome you to call as well. But very impressive. Shout out to Fox. Shout out to Indy. One thing I got to say about Indy is this: they've been running this race since 1909, I think. So it was like 109 years. This race. So there's 250,000 people in the stands and 100,000 in the infield, not including like the pit row and the employees and some of this. So he's almost like 400-some thousand people. Leaving, leaving the joint, man. We only deal in positivity here, no negativity, and no religion and no politics. So I'm going to keep it super positive. I think that you guys should really think about looking at a quicker way to get people out. It took us, we left at 6:30 and we got back to the hotel room, which was 7 miles away, at 8:30.
Wow. I guess it's the type of thing.
Contraflow kind
Yeah.
of thing.
It's the type of thing where generally their infrastructure up there is built for 60,000 people, but suddenly they have 460,000, and everything
I
just
think
gets a little
it's more than
overwhelmed.
60,000, but yeah, you're right. It was a
You
smaller,
understand what I'm
smaller
saying,
scale, right? And one of the things that I did find is that just the traffic. I think if you would just let the traffic win it however it wanted to, it probably could have dispersed a little bit better and could have got some places. But when you do contraflow and lock people in, you can't really. You can send them so far in the wrong direction, and it just was really an interesting thing. Next year, I'm going to say, because we're very positive, we're going to wait 2 hours, then we're going to try it.
You could solve it all. You just have Frenchie get you back to helicopter.
I know you're very good at comedy, but but they have folks doing that. And then
Yeah.
And at Talladega, not this year, but
The
last year.
the race car owners aren't going to wait in that traffic. No,
Dude, these guys got to get to another race, bro. Like they really got to get to another race. These guys in Talladega, and we'll get back on this on the other side. But these guys had airplanes. They had an airport in Talladega in Alabama. They was like these guys jumping their jets, and they That's crazy, man.
Wow, that's
Cannot
wild.
believe it.
That's wild.
It was
Right
wild.
there next to the racetrack.
Right next to the race, but they didn't have that in Indy. They did not.
No, because Indy was developed
A little
already.
bit different. So in Indy, we'll get back to it, but there's a lot of folks helicopter. There was people like Tom Brady there, David Letterman we saw Michael Strahan, a host of people. You can interview me when you come back.
Yeah, when we come back, we'll talk about it.
How
Here
about
we go. This segment goes out to Dale Earnhardt. Rest in
Yes.
peace.
Also,
Number 3.
Jim Irsay, one time. For
Yeah,
him.
you're right.
God bless him and his family. We'll be back with more Only Good Vibes News Network. Who dat?
That I was not.
Hey Jay, you hungry? Like really hungry?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat some oysters. Hey, let's check out Canasta.
Oysters. I love oysters.
Canasta is a wide variety of dishes: charred, grilled, baked, and captured, even the clean steak.
Oyster roll. I heard about that. You get 6 each of the signature baked oysters, plus 6 fried, all on the Cypress slab.
42 oysters. We are going to love it. Canasta is located in the Hotel Intercontinental 444 St. Charles Avenue, right on the water.
Sweet. Where can we go?
7 days a week for lunch and dinner, plus a mimosa brunch on weekends and half an hour free for 3 to 6.
Happy hour. Now you're talking my language.
Great drinks, great wine lists, award-winning chef, natural farmer, and clean serving chefs.
Trenas. Got it. Let's go. Are you looking for a unique New Orleans experience?
Check out the World of Arts French.
Featuring original artworks, prints, and more.
private showings or parties, email info@frenchylive.com.
Experience the market. Experience the market. Frenchy. www.frenchylive.com. Chocolate lovers rejoice. Canada chocolate has arrived in New York with 4 sensational new varieties.
That's right. They aren't just chocolate. They're an experience. Premium elegance crafted with the finest ingredients, blending sweet and savory sophistication.
We're talking 20 milligram premium chocolate, sleekly packaged, perfect for on-the-go indulgence. Nuts, fruits, caramel, it's an affair you can take anywhere.
At just $10, it's an affordable luxury. Fair trade, single origin, gluten-free, and vegan. Find scandalous chocolates at quality dispensaries like Travel Agency and God.
Scandalous chocolate. When you're in New York, awaken your senses and delight your palate.
The affair you could take anywhere. Scandalous.
Louisiana Radio Network, I'm Colleen Crane. A disturbing discovery in Shreveport. A deceased one-day-old infant was found mixed in with linens at a cleaning facility. What the Alsco Uniforms employee who found the baby initially believed was a doll turned out to be a child that was supposed to have been cremated at a Dallas funeral home. Alsco was able to determine that the laundry came from that funeral home. The infant's body is now in the custody of the Caddo Parish coroner, and the Texas Funeral Service Commission has been notified. Crime Stoppers of Greater New Orleans is boosting its reward for information leading to the capture of the 2 remaining escapees from the Orleans Justice Center to $20,000, bringing the combined reward to $50,000 per fugitive. President Darlene Costanza says Crime Stoppers has gotten many helpful tips.
In the first tip that came in that led to an arrest, actually the incredible work by this team, that arrest came within 30 minutes.
She says each of these tipsters will be paid their reward money. LRN.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for you.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals into your body.
And nicotine, which can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media.
Many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping.
Because when you talk, they hear you.
Learn more at underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Fentanyl is being used to make fake prescription pills. Assume any prescription pills you see online are fake, including Oxy, Adderall, and Xanax. To help prevent opioid overdose, naloxone is available over the counter through pharmacies, and many community service organizations have naloxone and fentanyl testing strips for free. Be prepared, carry naloxone, and know the signs of an overdose. If you or a loved one needs help or resources, go to opioidhelpla.org. Brought to you by the Louisiana Department of Health.
Hey, Jay, you hungry? Like really hungry?
Yeah, I'm in the mood for oysters. Hey, let's check out Trinas.
Oysters? I love oysters.
Trinas features a wide variety of local oysters. Charred, grilled, baked, and on the half shell, even the famous oyster log.
Oyster log? I heard about that. You get 6 each of their signature baked oysters, plus 6 fried, all on a Cypress slide.
42 oysters. We are going to love it. Trinas is located in the Hotel Intercontinental, 444 St. Charles Avenue, right on the parade.
Sweet. When can we go?
7 days a week for lunch and dinner, plus a mimosa brunch on weekends, and happy hour daily from 3 to 6.
Happy hour? Nah, you're talking my language.
Great drinks, great wine list, award-winning chef Matthew Farmer leads a team serving the best seafood.
Trinas, got it. Let's go.
Listen each weeknight from 7 to 9 p.m. with Louis R. Avalone and Stephen Parr here on WGSO 990 AM.
Hello, this is Jack Clay. I want to thank all my listeners and the support I get here at WGSO for making our program, The Jack Clegg Show, successful. Along with that success has come a change in time zones. No, we're not moving to the Pacific time zone, but we are changing the time of our show. Now, for the immediate future, we will be 4 to 6 p.m. every Friday afternoon. Callers are welcome. That's the Jack Clegg Show, Fridays at 4 p.m. Thanks for listening.
This hour of programming is brought to you in part by me, Mr. Everything. Don't settle for anything. Ask for everything. Who dat?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're
Yeah,
tuned
you're right.
into Only Good Vibes News Network.
Brought to you by NOLA Motorsports Park.
On the wankety wank.
And you know, I heard that ad we did for Trenas on the break there, and I have to mention Trenas. They have some amazing summer specials coming up. 7 days a week, they're offering complimentary valet parking. They're doing a Saturday and Sunday brunch. They're open for lunch, dinner, and happy hour, except for on holidays. You've got to go down there and check out Trenas this summer. It's a great time because there's a lot less people in town. You don't have to wait for a table. You just go right in there and enjoy all the great food that the chefs.
Did I hear you correctly? Did you say you can park for free for 2 hours?
For 2 hours, you get 2 hours free parking if you go there and eat. Yeah.
Wow.
Valet parking. You just hand the guy your keys. You go in there, sit down and eat. Don't drink too much. He'll give you your keys back.
That is really cool. I mean, I might have to go over there after this. I heard they got 48 oysters.
Oysters?
Yeah. I'm not sure what happened to my voice. I got some calls that we had some technical difficulties with the commercials and they can barely hear them, but we are working on it.
We are working on all that.
And maybe you guys didn't hear me get a chance to go, oysters. I had like a little purple note on talking about the oysters, but
happy hour.
Who's happy? Yeah, but look, the good news is, man, I am telling you, if you go to Trenas and you go there and you can have some oysters, they have them like how many different ways?
I think they have like 6 different ways that they prepare them. And then, like, if you get that oyster log, you get every one of them. You get 6 of them. It's
Oysters? No, but the summer special and the brunch, that's gonna blow up. I can feel that. I wonder if they have. We're gonna have to get Stan and back on here today.
Stan's a good dude. Yeah,
Stan Meadows and Mr. Jimmy Richard is my boy.
Stan has got the
Stan has his own show.
Fried chicken down.
So I need to talk to Stan about that because, I went over to Coop's.
Yeah, how was it?
Delicious.
I
was
love Coop's,
shocked.
man.
I was literally shocked. I didn't even know they cook chicken over at Coop's.
Coop's is is one of those places that's like dirty and down home. Like,
hey man, I'm telling you, it definitely was. And I brought my boy Matthew Lazarus.
Oh, we had him on the show.
Yeah, we had Laz on the show. Yeah, and he's an amazing guy. He really is just such a jolly, lovely fellow. These folks did a great job with him. But the thing is, me and him mowed down some chicken. It was awesome. And the chicken was delicious. And I got to give Stan a hand for that, because shocking. Oh, I got some news to tell you that's shocking about me in Indy 500.
Okay, do tell. So
I'm going to try and do this Cliff Notes. Anybody that knows me that I cannot tell a short story at all. It's always long. So I'm going to try and speed it up and give Cliff Notes. All right. So I don't really eat a lot of Mexican food. I don't know. I think it has a lot to do with when I was, I don't know, when I was overweight, a lot overweight, I would get heartburn all the time. And I was thinking it was a red sauce or it was some spicy food. Hey, first thing you should know about me, I'm not a big
probably the margaritas.
Yeah, all of that. Alcohol, sugar, refined sugar. We can have an hour conversation about that stuff. But I really never really ate it. And my wife would always that's one of her favorite things to go and good wives, what they do, they always do what you want to do. They don't always do what they want to do. I'm like, baby, do what
compromise.
You want to do. And she goes, I want to go eat Mexican. And I'm like, right. But when back to Indy, and props to Indy, El Rancho was El Rodeo. That's what it's called, El Rodeo. And it was the most amazing Mexican food that I have ever experienced.
That was your first El Rodeo?
Yeah, but I think it was because I only had maybe just an egg burrito that morning.
Okay.
And then this is at
did you try any of the things that you normally would have tried from a Mexican restaurant that was better?
Yes. Tacos.
Taco.
I really would pay money right now to get some of those tacos. They were so delicious. And I'm pretty plain Jane on I like meat, cheese only.
You're like, give me the taco Americano. Ground meat, shredded cheese, crunchy taco.
It was still delicious. And I had a tamale. That was a pork tamale. They had some they had like some pulled pork there with the tamale, and then some ground beef around it too, and the sauce. And I was a little adventurous because if you ever, in my opinion, and all these things are all our opinions. This is not like we don't generalize here when we talk about positive things and we talk about how it works. We're talking about how it worked for us and how it could possibly work for you. We don't want to be preachy and like talking down to people like we have it because we don't.
We're
have
not
it
trying to
already.
tell you what to do. We're just trying
We're
to tell you
help
what
you
works
and
for
say, hey,
us.
look, yeah, exactly. This has helped us a bunch. So I'm telling you, man, I have loved. I think whenever you're hungry, like, and you want to try new food, try it then, because you're gonna give it a real chance because you're hungry and you're gonna just think about how do you feel rather than eating once you're kind of half full and you don't really, in your mind, you're like, I don't really like this, and then you try a little bit and it's probably not as good as if you were pretty much starving and you gave it a chance. And that's what I did. Every time I try something new, it's because I didn't eat anything all day and I give it a true chance to see if I like it or not. And most of the times, it's not half as bad as I thought it was. And sometimes it's just extra delicious. Like
You,
these
you go a
tacos.
little while without food, everything starts to taste pretty good.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying,
Yeah, I'm
James?
down with that. It's absolutely the truth.
Yeah, but shout out to El Rancho.
Shout out to
El Rodeo. That's
to the Mexican chefs of the world. You make our world a more delicious place
And
to live in, let
I
me tell you that.
and I honestly don't think our waiter even understood. We couldn't even understand each other, but it was delicious, man. I mean, the queso and the guacamole and enchilada. Oh, dude, we ate so much. We sent the plates. I had a joke going. I was like, we send these plates back so fast to the kitchen. We put the dishwasher in the weeds.
The dishwasher in the weeds.
That was true, Kobe. I ain't gonna lie, man. Oh my god, that was so good. You're making me think about it right now. I wish I
Was that the main place you guys ate when you were up there?
Unfortunately, that was our highlight.
That was the highlight. But what was the real highlight? Did you see anything in the action of the racing? Like you were right down there in pit row. Like you could not get closer to
Yes.
the race unless you were driving a race car.
So yeah, Jamie knows. So our guests who don't really know, we were able to have pit passes, and we could paint anywhere in the pit, and we could paint anywhere in the arena. But what we wanted to do was we wanted to capture this rookie because it was the first time a rookie had the pole position. I may be wrong about that, but it was a rookie who had the pole position at this time. He may not have been the first one, so please, no bad emails. So the guy was a rookie, and he was from Israel, and he was in pole position. So we're like, you know what? This is a fantastic plane to paint. So we were in the front of pole position in the pit, which was amazing. And for the celebration before that, an amazing things happened, like the jumps from during the national anthem and the jumps through all the celebrations with these guys. I mean,
When you say jumps, what do you mean?
like these armed forces jumping out of airplanes.
Oh, so paratroopers.
Paratroopers.
I thought you meant like Evil Knievel. They were like
Oh,
jumping
right.
cars.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah,
Talladega's
yeah,
wild.
Yeah, it was actually Indy, by the way. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you're right. But anyhow, these paratroopers,
Yeah.
these paratroopers
Airborne.
were airborne jumping out of airplanes. Two guys were holding hands. I thought, like, I mean, it was the most extraordinary thing I've
Don't
ever
ask,
seen.
don't tell.
But then they jumped out of the plane. This one guy jumped out of a plane and appeared to be just hovering in the air. And if someone is a paratrooper that is listening, you can call in at what number, Jamie?
You can call in 504-556-9696 if you want to see her live on the air.
At WGSO 990 AM. You can stream it. Shecky, if you're listening in France, we love you. And Jack and Sharp, if you're listening to Spain, hola.
Hola.
How you doing? But yeah, so this guy was like, somehow he was hovering, and he had a huge, like 100-foot flag or something. It was a gigantic flag that he was jumping out of a plane with, and he was flying it around. I'll show you the video after, but he was flying around, And it was an amazing thing. I was like a cat looking at yawn, man. I could not believe.
You could not stop looking at them. huh?
Right. And they were like, had all these colors coming from it. Like, there's 2 here, 3 there, 2 here. And it had so much
Did
air
they
travel.
land right on the infield, or they land?
They did. They landed
Wow.
on the infield. It was something. And homeboy, meaning like hometown guy, was there, Mr. David Letterman.
Oh,
and let me
nice.
tell you something about David Letterman. David Letterman, if you Google a picture of him now, it is 444 for all those angel number people, like myself. David Letterman looks like a picture, the definition of retirement.
Yeah, he's running around. He's got his tracksuit on and his slides.
He's got a huge gray beard. I mean, this beard was so long and so huge. The guy I was like, I can't believe that this dude has this beard. But it was him, and everybody booed Tom Brady. First time
Booed
I ever
Tom
felt bad
Brady?
for him.
Wow.
Yeah, because think about Indianapolis.
Oh yeah, because
he would kill
whipping
Peyton and
up
those
the
guys.
Colts
They would
all
know
the
he was
time.
in their dreams for the Super Bowl for so many years.
Oh yeah, people get bitter about that football.
They really do. Hey, what are you talking about, man? We're not bitter. We just, passionate fans.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk more about the Saints, I think, when we come back in the
Yes.
final 15
Yes,
minutes.
we
We'll
are.
talk a little bit about the Saints, the training camp about to open up, some of the moves that the team will make. But we're going to keep it Only Good Vibes here on the Only Good Vibes News Network. So stick around.
Yes. Who that?
Are you looking for a unique New Orleans experience?
Check out New Orleans artist Frenchie, FrenchieLive.com.
Featuring original artworks, prints, and more. See it all at www.FrenchieLive.com.
Live event bookings are available. The gallery is open by appointment only.
And for private showings or parties, email info@FrenchieLive.com.
Experience the art from Experience the Artist of Frenchie Live. www.FrenchieLive.com. Are you tired of the same old weekend routine? Looking for something new and exciting?
Then get ready to rev your engines at Throttle and Swing, the ultimate entertainment destination at NOLA Motorsports Park.
That's right. We're talking an 80 configuration go-kart track that'll have you feeling like a pro racer.
But that's not all. We've also got a brand new 18-hole mini golf course and a state-of-the-art arcade.
Delicious craft pizza kitchen and a full bar. Think unique cocktails, gourmet coffee, and a perfect place to refuel after all the fun.
Plus, relax in our outdoor lawn area with a playground, live music stage, a huge television for watch parties, and free Wi-Fi too. It's perfect for work or play.
And if you're planning a party, Throttle and Swing can handle it. Any size gathering, we got you.
So, what are you waiting for? Head over to NOLA Motorsports Park on the West Bank and experience the unparalleled excitement of Throttle and Swing.
Throttle and Swing at NOLA Motorsports Park. Get your adrenaline pumping.
Hey, do you ever wonder who really listens to talk radio? Or even, who is this new Lisa and why are we going live with her? And what does it mean to be unscripted? Hey guys, my name is Lisa Leonardi and I am the new talk show host of Live with Lisa Unscripted. My show is about living our unique NOLA life with a touch of inappropriateness and a ton of side-splitting laughs to get you home every Monday at 4 p.m. here on WGSO 990 AM.
Hi, this is Susan Vertiker bringing you a new show, Health Connections, every Wednesday afternoon at 5 p.m. when we explore health from doctors, researchers, scientists, naturopaths, pharmacists, authors, fitness, and more. You'll be able to call in and ask your own health questions. So join me, Susan Vertiker, every Wednesday at 5 p.m. right here on WGSO 990 AM with Health Connections.
Get up early on Saturdays and talk LSU athletics with us. Tiger Rag Radio every Saturday morning, 5 to 7 on WGSO, the community voice of the Crescent
Chef
City.
Jamie Gwen here. Tune in for delicious conversation and let me feed your soul every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on WGSO 990 AM, the community voice of the Crescent
You
City.
might be afraid to speak out for fear of cancel culture or losing your job. Christian Garrick Show on WGSO is your platform. Noon to 2 weekdays right here on 990 AM WGSO.
What's up, my people?
This is Derek Smoker Freeman. You're listening to the only Good Vibes News Network with Jamie and Whistle right here on AM 990 in New Orleans. Yeah.
You got the accent, your way to positive, in the emanate the negative. That down to the affirmative, don't miss and miss it.
Dude, don't
Don't mess.
with Mr. In Between.
Yeah.
Remember on our early morning meeting?
Early morning meeting today?
Yeah. And you said, Dr. John told me two things.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when Jamie was about to say it, Kobe,
It cut out.
his Zoom cut right out.
Cut right out. Like
Nah,
Doc was here. Like
it was our
didn't
meeting we had
nephew.
earlier.
Not
Not
happening,
cool.
nephew.
It was like me and the other guy were all like on the edge of our seat waiting to hear what Dr. John had told him.
All of
And
a
then
sudden,
it
I
was like,
freeze on the Zoom.
God. It was like, maybe Mac don't want you to tell us.
Well, he let it go through. He let
But
it go
don't mess
through,
with
baby.
Mr. In Between. Welcome
Don't
back,
mess.
folks, to Only Good Vibes News Network. This is our final block brought to you by NOLA Motorsports Park. Where, Jay?
On the West Bank, baby.
Booyaka.
Not only NOLA Motorsports Park, but I just want to thank all of our sponsors. I want to
Yes.
thank Triness. I want to thank
Yes.
Scandalous Chocolate.
Yes.
I want to thank
NOLA
Jam NOLA,
Yeah.
NOLA Motorsports
Yes.
Park, of course. But you know, we couldn't do this without you guys. So thank you so much for supporting our show.
Yes. So yeah, we were just chirping back and forth about just things, positive things.
Mostly about your recent trip to Indianapolis.
Yeah, that was fun, man. And I love the guys at Fox. I can't say enough about these guys. They were just treated
They're so
us
generous
like
with you
family.
guys, and they're such patrons of the arts. You know,
They really work hard, like exhausting hours. It's just unbelievable what those guys pull off. And they broke a record.
Really?
Yeah, they had 8.4 million viewers.
So that's the most they ever had doing one of
They've
the
ever,
races?
yeah. The year before, a few years ago, they had 5, and the year before that, it's constantly going up and up and
Did
up.
they
and up.
show you guys on the TV much doing painting?
They did not. They did
Not this
not.
time
And the
around.
thing is, we believe it's because it's a lot of wrecks. But one thing that I want to make very clear, it's almost like kind of the same thing with me and the Saints. Like whenever I'm not on TV, I get a lot of people going, man, I can't believe you're going on TV. But I don't go to the game to get on TV.
Right.
Same thing with Frenchie. Like he's going to document this, and most of the times he's adding in the painting people who are doing a lot of heavy lifting that doesn't ever really get a lot of shine. You know, like if you're
Right.
looking at the television, you'll see a lot of people doing things, and you see this broadcast, and you get caught up in the racing and the pits and all that. But the people that are bringing it to you are doing some serious
Yeah, there's a
heavy
whole
lifting.
infrastructure back there.
So it's very important to him and us to incorporate these guys into the painting, because what they do is so special, and it not only is it special, but it's extremely difficult.
Yes,
Like things
it's
can
a
go
very
wrong
high
in a
level
live
work.
program, and we know it.
Yeah, I mean, we run a live program once a week for 1 hour. These people they run for you know, let's say 2,500 people. You know, not 8 million people.
Man, I mean, it's
Talking
unbelievable.
days, not just 1 hour. This is days of coverage. for this race.
Unbelievable. And there's real repercussions when things don't go properly for your sponsors. Like I'd hate to see Fox what happened to those guys if they went and had some of their advertisers and they couldn't hear their thing. And there would definitely be a meeting about that.
There would definitely be a meeting about that.
We're gonna have a meeting, Kobe, after this. Let everybody know. No. No, but honestly, man, thank you. Props out to Fox, and we would not be able to go there without those guys. They are very, very, very.
Do you know who won the race?
Yes, Palou, Alex Palou, Alex Palou.
What team
He's
is
from
he racing
Spain.
with?
He
Oh,
was
from
racing with
Spain.
DHL car, and
The
Funny
Spanish,
guy.
the Spaniards are really into racing.
Dude.
I had some friends over there and visited Spain a number of times, and they
My
are
wife is from
really
Madrid.
into racing, motorcycle racing, and then rally car racing. These are the two types of racing they go nuts for. Every kid in Spain, like every kid in the United States, you know, wants to be an NFL quarterback. You know, like really, like You know, a lot of kids in Spain, they want to be soccer stars, but more so than that, every kid wants to be a rally car.
Nice information over here. You want to get all the time,
At least every Spaniard, young Spaniard I ever met, you know, they drive like it too.
dude. Let me explain something to you. They had so many wrecks.
Really?
Like when they first took off. Like it first took off, even before the race even started. The car like kind of clipped the corner, and was out the race. Poor guy, man. You know, he planned all this time for the Indy 500, and you don't even get one lap in.
Oh, they had a smash up derby, and then the cars decided to race.
Dude, you want to talk about smash up derby? I saw some footage where back in the days, and I didn't realize, but bikers apparently control this area called the pit.
Right down in the middle.
Yeah, so the pit, not like that's infield, but the pit is this a special little area where all the fans can go and they kind of, you know, whatever. These guys, when they have like 6 o'clock in the morning, they shoot off this cannon, like boom, the day of the race, right? And everybody just runs into the place and tries to get their spot so they can watch the race, right? Well, back in the day, we can Google this, but they would let people be like literally like a demolition derby. They'd have like whatever, like they really would crash and wreck, and it didn't matter. Like they would just let them do
I think
it.
I saw some footage of it. Like
Dude,
with
it's
these big
crazy.
trucks and
It's
stuff.
crazy. It's like whoever gets in like Max. It's like Max. What's that movie?
Mad Max.
Mad
Beyond
Max,
Thunderdome.
right? Mad Max is Thunderdome. Literally, like, and people in those cars like hauling, you know what, trying to get in a seat. I'm wearing.
Not bad. Not bad. Good call. Good call.
No, but really, it is something to Google and something to watch, you know. And I got to tell you, man, it's a lifetime experience to go there, and it's really cool to be able to look at the history of that and be able to go there. And it's something that I would love for you to do if you've never done it. It's definitely a bucket list
Well,
that you should.
it's the experience of the lifetime to host this show with you. And
Who
bam,
dat?
we
Who
just
dat?
did another
Just like
one.
that.
Look out.
Wow.
The end.
Moving up.
Bang.
Moving on. Like
Remember,
the
folks, I want to tell you, the world is absolutely chock full of good people.
And if you don't see one, be one.
one.
And also, I want to let you guys know these big 6 things. Always help people. Always try to be better. Try to make the world better. Make the world better than you found it. Lead the world. And then the last 3 is have humility, empathy, and compassion. I don't know why that was so tough to get out.
I don't know.
Because I said it backwards. Normally,
It was just tough to hold my hands up.
you know. But anyway, guys, look. Who dat?
We out.
We're out. Peace.
Network is made possible by our sponsors at NOLA Motorsports Park. To inquire about advertising, contact us at ogvnwgso.com.
Only Good Vibes News Network is conceptualized by Leroy Mitchell and produced by Jamie Bernstein. Special thanks to all of our listeners, sponsors, and WGSO Radio.
And we also want to give big props to PJ Russ for doing so much behind the scenes, and Chris Berry for his unwavering support.
If you have a good news, good vibes story, please contact us at jb.ogvna@wgso.com. You might just feature one of those.
Thank you so much for listening to